Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. I hope you will enjoy today's video, so let's just get into it.
Single men on dating apps. Here's what the first photo on your profile should be. The photo of you where you're walking down the aisle at your friend's wedding. I don't know how to explain it. There's no explanation, there's no context needed. That is just the best photo of you. Use that one.
No, and I'm not even on a dating app. Since you can't explain the context behind it, I'm gonna help you out. You'll get the false idea by looking at that photos that he is somehow a family man, just because he has that photo. Little do you know, all the F-boys for a while, they were trying to portray themselves as being the family man. It was the easiest play in the book. If you're looking to get played because that first photo is that important to you, then you go ahead. I would go for getting to know someone regardless of what their first photo is, but that's just me.
Majorly clutch relationship advice from someone that has been married, divorced, and through about a million other things that I promise you do not want. So trust me because I've seen it all. If you ever, and I do mean ever, even for 1 second, even for 1 single second, 1 single minute, have to convince this person of your value and why you are worth their time, you run for the hills as fast as you can away from this person because I promise you they are not it.
And the rate for divorces filed by women are, what, 80%? Oh gee, I wonder why. She said this was a relationship advice. For someone who threw her marriage away, it kind of makes sense giving relationship advice, right? And not only that, but she's trying to find a date for a while, not to mention that she's trying to find a relationship for a while. So far with no success, and I bet she has no idea why.
If I see one more mediocre white man on Hinge with a name like Steven use that stupid voice memo prompt that's like, how to pronounce my name, and they say Steven, I'm going to lose my mind.
You're already there, love. But hey, anyone watching named Steven, how do you pronounce Steven? Let's help this lady out, shall we?
Oh my God, the date. I had the worst anxiety yesterday after the date. I drank a little too much, but crazy story. So this guy wants to take me out. He's been trying to take me out for a year, and I decide to give it a go. So we go to Bond Street and we sit down and we sit at the lounge, which is downstairs right by the door. We're sitting there and in walks in my date for Thursday. And it's him and all of his friends. And he had been texting me earlier to go to this club called Gospel later. And I told him, like, yeah, maybe after my dinner, but I didn't say where my dinner was. So lo and behold, we're both at Bond Street. We lock eyes and he makes eye contact. And he sits in a seat staring at me the entire time. And when he goes out to smoke a cigarette with his friends, he comes up to the table, gives me a hug, and my date just looks at me. And I'm like, oh yeah, like we're just friends, like, you know, old New York friends. I go to the bathroom, and as I open the stall, he's right there because it's co-ed bathrooms. And we have this like cheeky moment, and I'm super attracted to him, but I'm also attracted to my current date.
And you will all be happy to know that tonight she has a different date at the same restaurant with a third guy because she is, I guess, attracted to pretty much everyone. What a lovely lady, and she's absolutely worth wasting your time and money taking her on a date. What was the relationship advice from earlier? See your worth and value? Okay, I'm trying, but where? I'm not gonna find any in her, no matter how hard I try.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. You didn't screw up by showing too much interest. The right person would never be deterred by you showing interest. You can't screw up with the right person. They're just the wrong person.
Yes, you can screw up by showing too much interest, but there are plenty of ways in which you can screw up with the right person. This idea that you can do pretty much everything and he's gonna stick around because he's quote unquote the right person, no, it doesn't work like that.
I will say this time and time and time and time and time again until y'all listen. Bro code is not real. Not in the way that girl code is real. Bro code just does not exist. Bro code is what guys just need to believe that bro code exists to like live peacefully and sleep at night. Like, I promise you, if you're a guy, like your homeboy is definitely in your ex-girl's DMs, like as we speak. They're probably Snapchatting. He's probably like picking her up in his car, and they're probably gonna go to like a random parking lot and hang out and talk and listen to music. Like, I promise you. They just want you to think bro code is real because, oh, he would never do that to me. Yes, he would. He would.
He wouldn't, but that's because I surround myself with brothers, not fake friends. And bro code goes beyond sharing a 304 with each other. Bro code is what's pushing you to storm a beach on D-Day with your brothers. Bro code isn't real, but girls code is. You mean the one making you turn against each other because the other one bought a nicer pair of shoes? The same code that gets you to gossip about the one who's not around? The same code that makes you to go for your best friend's boyfriend while they're still together? That code? Oh well, you're blunt enough, but at least you have some looks working for you.
Imagine a girl comes up to your boyfriend at the bar and tells him he doesn't know how to take a good photo of you. Right when I thought girls weren't as mean anymore, this happened. I'm at a Jersey Shore bar restaurant, like a nicer restaurant, and I just walked in. I had this cute little white dress on, and of course I wanted to take some Instagram photos because the restaurant was cute. The layout of this restaurant bar is where I was taking these photos. There was like a huge crowd of people like watching. It's like this mom and her daughters. I feel like the mom was kind of nice, but the daughters were like laughing at me and just, they were chuckling. Also like a group of like middle-aged men, they were laughing, but I'm kind of used to that, but still annoying. Then comes these two girls. This girl comes up to my boyfriend and she says, yeah, I don't know if you know how to take a good photo. She's like, your angle is off. You're supposed to be coming from a high angle. Don't you know this? I say, he's been taking my photos for years, pretty much implying, mind your business. She then goes, are you sure he's been taking your pictures for years? And then starts cracking up.
Because there is a girl's code, you see? That's why. And yeah, pretty much everyone was laughing because you don't need to take a picture for every place you go or for every single food that you eat.
Never, ever, ever in the history of time has a man.
There's this phrase I've commonly heard throughout my life of be his piece, describing a woman who bends over backwards, stresses herself out, trying to make the environment for a man peaceful and nice for him to settle down into. Like, she's cleaning and cooking in the house while he sits on his access TV or plays video games or whatever. And I'm going to tell you right now, if a man allows that dynamic, he's not in love. He's there for his own convenience. He's there to use her. In reality, and speaking from my experience of observing my grandparents who were married for 70 years, plus my parents, my dad and my mom, who are still together, and just watching those two relationships, I have a good foundation of what it looks like when a man is actually in love. And in reality, it's the other way around. A man will stress himself out trying to be your piece if he really loves you.
Got it, you're one of those. You observed something and learned nothing. That's not what men mean when they say they want you to be their piece. They don't mean they expect you to cook and clean, and that's got nothing to do with it. You being his piece means exactly that. He comes home to a calm environment. He gets all his stress and drama from outside the home, and whenever he shows up, he expects to find a kind word, maybe a smile, maybe you saying, how was your day? That's what makes you his piece, not cooking and cleaning. Not you starting to yell and nag and complain as soon as he walks through the door. You had two perfect examples in your life and you could have asked them instead of you trying to guess.
Cher said, get married, have a kid, get divorced, and live happily ever after. Best advice I ever took right there. This is the exact advice that I'm talking about. This is the bad advice that you women are giving.
Yeah, pretty much. There's also a huge difference these queens fail to see. Cher made millions before the divorce. She was paid only about 5% of what she was making. So forget about that, live happily ever after. And even after she got divorced, she managed to make millions. She managed to actually make something with her life. All these queens from TikTok who only know a rich guy from seeing him on TV, they think they can marry a man who makes minimum wage and expect millions in alimony. And why would you even want to live happily ever after on his money? What happened with you being the strong and the independent one? I thought you're all having successful careers and making your own money.
She's getting it. Breathalyzer. I want to know what they're listening to.
I would have to agree.
Ew.
Look at this guy.
blink twice if you, or just get out of the car. Anyway, this is gonna be the end of the video. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.